here on the steps of the post office in Texarkana. Actually, right now I'm in Texas. Let's see here. But if I walk this way, bam, Arkansas. I think Paula wants to be in Arkansas. It makes you wonder where the name Texarkana came from. And I'm going to look at that a little bit. I'm also going to show you a pretty neat geographical thing here. Besides being in two states. Like I'm literally, right now, I'm in Texas and Arkansas. But there's a lot of people heard the song. It was down in Louisiana, about a mile from Texarkana. Louisiana's 33 miles away. So it makes you wonder where the name Texarkana came from, because you got Texas and Arkansas. That's pretty easy. But what's the Anna? It's obviously Louisiana. I mean, there's no doubt. But why did they name it that? And what's the purpose? It's kind of a. I've heard different things. I've heard that the surveyors were off. I don't think in 1873 or 1876 when they were surveying all this, that I think they were advanced enough. They weren't that far off. But anyway, I thought I'd start here because, we're in two states at once. But I'm going to show you the actual spot down the road where three states come together, and there's a little marker there, and it's you'd think it'd be a bigger deal because there's a few places in the country where three states come together, and four. I've actually stood in Four Corners, New Mexico, which they've determined they were wrong on that one, so maybe they were 33 miles off. I don't know, but we're going to head down the road. I thought I'd start out showing you this post office, though, because it's a pretty neat building, and I like architecture. Been here for quite a while. It's in two states at one time. I believe it's either the only one or one of two post offices that are split down the middle like that are in two states. I want to say it's the only one, but I'm starting to think maybe Kansas City has one too. I'm not real sure. Anyhow, they've redone this, and it's really nice too. They've done a really nice job with all this median and the drive-through here. They've had this shut down for a while, working on it, and they've done a pretty good job. It's a pretty nice looking sky up there today. Kind of nice. Anyway, let's get heading down the road. We've got to go about 33 miles south of here, down to a place that the locals all call three states. October in Texas, and that's the air conditioner blowing. Yep. We in Texas, that's for sure. All right, and here we are after about a 25-30 minute drive. There's a marker that says Texas that way. Look over here. There is Louisiana right there. And they don't have a marker for Arkansas. But if there was one, it would be back that way through those trees. So let's walk over here. Come on, Paula. Hey, Paula. I'm going to show more Paula because everybody wants to see some Paula. Paula. There a good puppy. Come on, let's walk over here. Let's go. What you doing? What are you doing? Let's walk this way. Come on. that would be Arkansas through those trees. And right up here, there is a geographical marker, I believe that is what they call these. Right there. And that marker is at the corner where all three of these states intersect. Pretty neat. The last time I saw this was a long time ago, and it looked a little different. I think they've done a few different things, but there's Louisiana on that side. I think this tree, the roots seem to be pushing it a little more before. There's Texas on this side. And look at that. Does it say Arkansas? Or did they just ignore Arkansas? I don't believe. No, it says Arkansas. You just can't hardly see it anymore. But so this, if you were to believe the people that claim the surveyors were wrong, this is where Texarkana would be. I don't think, honestly, that Texarkana was named after the fact that they thought it was on the three states. I think it was just because it was so close. It's a point where the railroads converged. And I guess 1870, I keep saying 1876, but I think it's 1873. I'll just say 1870s because that way I can't be completely wrong, right? What this is. Can't see anything in there though. Looks like an old store at one time. But so this is where three states come together. Not much out here. Not much at all. I guess right now I'm in Texas. Walk back this way, I'm in Louisiana. Go off in the woods and I'm in Arkansas. So now technically I think this building would technically be in Arkansas. But I'm not 100% sure. It's hard to tell here. And if I seem a little disjointed today, it's because I'm in a band, the T-Town 5, and we had a show last night, and it ended up being kind of a party and ran a little late, and a good time was had by all, but Ted does not want to wake up today. So, let's look at this thing. It's pretty neat. I think things like this are interesting anyway. Paula seems to. What's that, Paula? Wait, you're in Arkansas. Get out of Arkansas. Don't be in Arkansas. We live in Texas. That's kind of a creepy little hole right there. I wonder what's back in there. There's like a trail leading off through the woods, and I don't think I'm going that way either. I think we'll stay out here. Paula will take a little look around, see what she sees. Now we're in Louisiana right now. Yeah, I can relate to that sometimes. I can relate. Sometimes you find these remnants of bygone areas. I guess there was a store over there at one time. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. On the way here, I was just driving along, and I wish I would have had a camera rolling because I believe it was two coyotes ran out in front of my car And if they were coyotes, they were awfully big. I mean, they were nearly Paula size, and Paula weighs, I don't know, 90 some pounds. Stands about 5 feet tall on her hind legs. And these dogs they were slimmer, and they looked like coyotes, but man, were they big. And I don't think we have wolves around here. I don't think. Man, she's on a scent. She smells something. What are you smelling, Paula? What do you smell? Probably another dog, right? Most likely. Now, like I was saying, no one really knows why they named Texarkana Texarkana. My personal belief is that it sounds better than Texark. I think they were close enough to Louisiana, and they said, well, Texarkana sounds kind of cool. It's a pretty neat name that's been in a lot of songs and movies, and you've got Smokey and the Bandit. There's beer in Texarkana. You got a song called Texarkana Baby. But I don't think it had a whole lot to do with them thinking they were on the border of Louisiana and Texas. I think that's just a kind of a myth that's come down through time. I think they knew exactly where they were. Surveyors don't generally get it wrong. Now, I say that, but Four Corners, New Mexico, they determined that it was quite a bit off. So I mean, there's always a possibility. Always a possibility of that being a thing, but it's kind of neat to be able to walk between 3 states. Just jump back and forth. In probably the most famous to me song that mentions Texarkana is the song that started me thinking about this whole video, and it's a Leadbelly song. Huddy Ledbetter was a guy, blues guy. And the song says down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana and the old cotton fields back home. It's a pretty popular, famous song. It's been covered by everybody from the Beach Boys to, everybody. I think the Beatles might have done a cover of it, if I remember right. But people say that, and that's gotten kind of linked in with the myth of Texarkana. They thought they were on the border. Now, I'm sure Leadbelly grew up around these parts. I'm positive that he knew exactly how far Texarkana was from Louisiana. I think it just sounded better in the song. And as a musician myself, I can tell you that we're extremely guilty sometimes of making things sound better, just to if it fits, it prints, kind of. You can warp your words and make things fit the song. Man, my hair is doing something crazy. Look at that. Whew. Paula, why didn't you tell me my hair was messed up? That's life. It happens. Anyway, there's not much to see if you do decide to come here. It's just a marker in the ground, but it's kind of interesting. Gets you out of the house on a Sunday to make a video with your dog, I guess. That kind of thing. All right, I guess we're going to jump back in the car here and head back to Texarkana. This is probably going to be a short little video. Like I said, it's on weekends when I have shows to play. I probably won't do nearly as long of a video. I'll probably do some short ones like this because there's a lot of time involved in these. But I want to try and get one up every Monday for you guys. I'm building some subscribers and building a channel, and it's pretty exciting. And I don't have a lot of subscribers right at this moment, but the ones I do have, I want to thank you. And always remember, costs nothing to be nice. Nothing. It's free. Next time. That's how you end a video.